What is going on, guys? Welcome into another episode of Mavs Latest. I'm your host, Cody Brusso. On today's show, we're, of course, going to be looking at that OKC Thunder versus Maverick game. We're going to be looking at some more roster moves, something Patrick Dumont has started to do. And man, oh man, cue up the Willie Nelson because we are on the road again. All that and more coming up next. Now, of course, we did take on the OKC Thunder. And, well, it was a weird one to watch, to say the least. 100-87, the Thunder defense really just wills them to this win, as both teams kind of struggle shooting, especially from behind the arc. OKC Thunder goes 8 of 39, while the Mavericks go 9 of 31. And if you're looking for just a quick breakdown, you didn't catch the game and you want a quick one, well, Dallas turns the ball over a lot, like usual. Turn it over 17 times. The Thunder get 14 points off of those. The Mavs turned 9 OKC turnovers into 4 points. And for some odd reason, Caleb Martin leads the way with 18 points. And if that don't tell you something, then yeah, that's how this game went. On the flip side of it, you have some weird things happening as well. Klay Thompson only plays the first half, puts up 7 points, and then just doesn't see the floor at all there in the second half. Chris Middleton still plays 25 minutes, goes 2 for 10, only puts up 4 points in this one. And, another Max Christie, 5 of 11, puts up 14. Another just weird game of, man, this team just doesn't mesh well. We're doing some things okay, but nothing really great. I mean, I guess if you're Team Tank, you're loving it. If you're not Team Tank, then you're kind of struggling mentally right now, and I'm there with you. It's a hard one to watch, watching us lose like this, but I guess everything comes to fruition in time. We've been through this before, and it's always paid dividends in the end. We've never been one of those teams like, say, a Washington or something like that that's just continuously tanked. We'll tank a year, and then we get blessed and then rise and grind. It happened in the Derek Lively year, happened in the, Luka Doncic year. There are certain times when we tank, but we're really good about who we draft, who we pick up. So that's at least something to look forward to. Plus, we have Cooper Flagg. We have a solid core that we're going into next year with. So it's definitely, I think, going to be a one-and-done tank kind of year. We're going to be right back in the championship hunt come next year. Now, one player that won't be in on the championship hunt is Miles Kelly. He is released, and they do sign Tyler Smith. He was also, of course, drafted by the Celtics at the same time A.J. Johnson was. So these two reuniting now in Dallas, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see if he's called up and called upon as again, or is he just going to be playing with AJ down in the G League, as this was game number 4 and night 4 for AJ Johnson. So they are really going to try and see what they have with him by the end of the year. That way they can make a decision whether to keep him or let him go. Now, we all know fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And today on Underdog, I'm looking at Nikola Jokic as Denver takes on Utah. They have him at 29.5, but again, he's going against the Jazz, so I'm hitting that higher. I'm also looking at Kevin Durant, Houston at Washington. They have him at 24.5. Give me the higher on that one as well. And download the app today and use promo code BasketballFan to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code BasketballFan. Underdog. Make picks. Win money.
Must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms DFSTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 hotline at 1-878 or text HOMI 467-369.
Now, if you are sitting courtside, you're probably going to notice that Patrick Dumont is out there a little bit more than usual. Reports have come out that he has actually bought a house in Dallas and is trying to really invest more into the Mavericks. And this does, of course, try and, crush down rumors of them potentially selling the team. And again, I still think that it's all going to depend on if Vegas gets awarded a team or not, whether they try and, go over there. But for now, just in case, he's still making himself readily present at the home games here for the Mavericks. It'll be interesting to see going forward exactly if the Mavs fan base fully accepts him in the way they did Mark Cuban, or if they're still going to be a little salty about the Luka trade and everything that's gone on with the franchise since they've taken over. Now, the Mavericks, though, have to get their frequent flyer miles together as they are going to get on this crazy travel here for March. They'll be at 8,200, just a little over 8,200 miles traveled, only coming back to the AAC, I believe, one time to play Cleveland. And other than that, they're, going Charlotte, Orlando, to Boston, to Toronto, to Atlanta, to Memphis, finally to Dallas to take on Cleveland. Then they go to Cleveland to take on Cleveland. Then they go to New Orleans to take on New Orleans. So it's going to be a crazy amount of fly time, crazy amount of, living out of, your suitcase time for these Mavericks. But that's what happens when at the beginning of the season, we were getting so many games at home. Unfortunately, we knew this was coming, the games away. But that's going to do it for this episode. I will see y'all tomorrow. And whether this is your first time, your next time, make sure it wasn't the last time. Hit that subscribe button down below.